My job today is to continue on the theme of bridging and linking the vision to all of you, to make the vision statement a shared vision, which means it's your vision, and not have it be something way out there that somebody else crafted and doesn't relate to you. So I want to look at it through the lens of everyday leadership. So when I first got your vision statement, I was quite curious as I looked at these concepts, these words, and like Tricia, the word character just jumped off the page for me. And I started thinking about character and what does that mean, and I did some interviews and research with people that I trust. But there's a lot packed into this statement. And the challenge for all of you is to find what does resonate with you, what parts of it compel you to lead yourself in this organization every day. Because the vision does need to be a shared vision. And like looking through binoculars, if you remember that experience, or maybe at one of those fairs where you're looking through this big 25-cent machine, sometimes it's hard to see the same spot even in the horizon. And it's difficult to get it into focus. And sometimes that experience is not that great. But if you can bring it closer into your view, so it literally is like a menu, it's right here, and it's in front of you, and it's not blurry, and that we all not only see the same vision, but we're motivated by the same vision, then magical things can happen. So I want to ask you this question as it relates to everyday leadership, which sounds like something you might be able to buy at the grocery store. Excuse me, where do you have everyday leadership? Is that, oh, it's over with the, with the fresh fruits. The question is, when did you first know that you were a leader? Now, when I asked myself that question, when was it? Because I've always thought that I was a leader, but somebody kind of had to clue me in. And it happened when I was 6 or 7, and I was taking tap dance lessons. Can you envision that? With the little funny costumes, the shuffle ball change. And I would go and I'd take my weekly lesson, and something odd kind of happened. My teacher would always pick on me. She'd always be saying, Kathy, you're getting it wrong. Now, it's not ball change shuffle, it's shuffle ball change. Fix it, fix it. And I would come home and I'd be so bummed because I'd be criticized the whole darn lesson. And I'd tell my mom, it's not fun. She's always picking on me. And my mom, being a smart, savvy woman, knowing how to reframe the experience, said, that's because you're the leader. And if you don't get it right, none of the other kids will get it right because they're all watching what you're doing. So her job as a teacher is to make sure you get it right because you're going to lead others. And then that kind of made me feel a little bit different. Oh, I'm the leader. I'm the leader of the tap dance team, right? Yeah, but still I must say the criticism, it did wear me down because as a leader we are criticized. Everyone's criticizing because we're in the at-risk position. We're in the visible position. But that is when I first knew that I was a leader. And that kind of set the stage for what my ambitions and my own personal vision would be for the rest of my life. So what I want to do for the next 3 minutes is I want to invite you to consider when was the first time that you knew that you were a leader. Was it something that somebody told you? Was it an experience that you had? Was it just an aha moment? Or maybe you haven't yet discovered or realized that you truly are a leader. So what I want to do for the people who are in remote, I actually want you to actually ask yourself this question out loud, and I want you to talk to yourself. Even though your colleagues are going to walk by and think you're kind of crazy, I want you to vocalize the answer to this question. I first knew that I was a leader when, and tell yourself a story.